Hey everybody, how's it going? If you don't know who I am, my name is Lucas James, and I'm the co-founder of Twiz. We've scaled our agency now to millions of dollars in revenue. Last year, we did $1.7 million in revenue, and this channel is here to help you grow and scale your agency or your business just like that. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can master public speaking, even if you're an introvert. Now, I will say I'm not an introvert, but I work with a lot of people who are introverted, and I have good news for you when it comes to sales and public speaking. You don't have to worry about it because it's actually kind of weird, I guess, but people actually trust you more if you are introverted. I've found, not always, but usually, because what happens is the more excited you are sometimes about sales and trying to get somebody's business, and if you're very exuberant about it, it can be a huge, it can put a lot of people off because people can think, well, this person is clearly trying to sell me. The thing about being introverted, and if you're more shy, it doesn't seem like you are as pushy or trying to get a lot of their business. So ultimately, you might be able to win more people over. And in fact, the interesting thing is that I actually try to focus on being less salesy and less extroverted when I'm on sales calls. And I actually add in a lot of things that maybe a more introverted person might do. Let's say you're shy around people. If you're shy and you don't really like to talk to them as much and you're very introverted, maybe you would stutter more in your words. You might be a little slower in terms of kind of like getting your thoughts out because you might be scared of how other people perceive it, or you may not really like talking to people. So you might be a little slower in terms of like sharing your emotions and your thoughts on things. And that's totally fine. In fact, it's actually a superpower when it comes to sales because I've noticed people trust you more. So I will honestly try to be less extroverted when I'm on calls with people so that they don't think I'm really too excited about this product. So there is a line where you could be way too excited, too extreme. And if you're too extreme, people are not going to like that very much. So it's actually good to think of things as if you are a doctor, right? So I talk about this a lot on this channel, also on our podcast and everything, that basically what you want to do is you want to think of things as if you're a doctor, not a salesperson. Who do you trust more at the end of the day, right? You trust your doctor. The reason you trust your doctor is because your doctor is not trying to hit a quota. Your doctor is trying to help you be healthy, at least in theory, of course. I mean, obviously there's bad doctors out there, but the idea is that they're trying to help you. They're trying to, make you feel better, all this stuff. So if you actually have good motives and you're not just trying to get people's business, or you're not even coming across as trying to get people's business, then you're going to be way more likely to close the deal. So again, don't think of things as if you are, introverted or extroverted, and if that's a bad thing. In fact, it's a level playing field because even introverted people can master public speaking and master sales just by being themselves, right? It's kind of a novel concept, but people trust authenticity, right? This is something that people are gravitate towards, especially when you're dealing with service-based businesses where things cost money, right? And a lot of money, right? They're pretty expensive. And so because of that, they will trust you more if you feel like someone that's authentic and you feel like someone that's not trying to push a product on them. The other thing that I would do if I were you is I would lean into the technical understanding of your service. Now, a lot of people, I've noticed this is kind of a misnomer. They think that, what you want to do in a sales process, you want to dumb it down. You want to make it as easy as possible. You don't want to have to, be too simplistic. When in fact, I've noticed that a lot of introverted people, I have some people in my family that are very introverted. They tend to be very, very good at understanding product, and they really get they really get into the details around things, and that's a superpower for them, I think. And as an extroverted person myself, I tend to sometimes forget about the details, and I'm really focused on just the big picture stuff, right? And I think this may not be so much an extroverted or introverted thing. This might just be more of a personality type thing, but maybe this is just my opinion, right? So I don't actually think I'm not a psychologist, so obviously don't take my 100% word for it. But the way I kind of see it is that people who tend to be more introverted tend to be more technically minded, more in the details of things, usually, but not always. And if that's the case, then you should lean into that because that's another superpower that you have. People think that and the reason it's one of your superpowers is because people tend to be attracted to people who, in terms of understanding, in terms of working together, that actually really fully understand the product, right? And that's something that when you're selling really large goods or services or things like that, you want people to really like you, understand what you're doing. And the way to win them over is through a deep technical product understanding, especially for expensive services. So if you guys have enjoyed this video and you feel like this has helped you improve your public speaking, if you're an introvert, remember that it's not a negative thing. In fact, nowadays it's totally normal. And I think that actually is a superpower to be an introvert when it comes to sales and public speaking. So don't let it disrupt you or make anything negative in your life. So if you've liked this, feel free to share with someone you think would enjoy it. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions on how to improve your sales, your persuasiveness, your charisma, if you're an extrovert or an introvert. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Until next time. Bye.